Hello and welcome to Zethika's World of Tanks Bootcamp. The bootcamp where I don't teach you anything. I teach myself everything and hopefully you learn something in the process. Now, I've been playing quite a bit these past couple of days trying to get better again. I need to get good. I need to get as good or better as I used to be. And hopefully you can get to see me go through this process, right? So, I'm playing in the Tiger 2, one of my favorite tanks, one of the really carry tanks. I'm hoping to get myself into a couple of situations where I can carry the enemy properly, right? And boom. This FE304 is apparently blind. Well, that bodes very well for us, right? Well, at least he's playing a tank where, I don't know, where he's very dependent on his sight, so that makes it very, very bad. Actually, he's only dependent on his side because he doesn't need to do anything else. I don't know why he went into me. At least I don't have to pay him anything because he went a lot faster than I did. I love that system. That's brilliant. That's how it should have been always, right? Well, now it is, which is very good. So we have a very aggressive Chaffee scout up there, which shows us that there's not really anything we need to worry about over here. There's an M41 Bulldog over there. There's a couple of heavy tanks up on the ridge, but not... So they're only M6s, so we don't have to worry about them. Now, here I'm gonna be taking quite the, what should we say, the speculative shots, right? I was hoping that it would lop a bit over, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. But we get a shot in here, boom, like that. And he has the... he's a damn lucky devil, right? 2 artillery shells in. And he's apparently repaired already. Maybe he used this repair kit. That's nice for us. Not so nice for him, of course. But whatever. So I'm gonna be going over here because I saw only 2 heavy tanks up there, so I don't really need to worry about anything. Apparently our Chaffee scout died. I didn't notice. And I didn't see any other tank over here, so I might as well push, right? Because that means that a lot of their tanks is over in this general area, right? This whole area here. And that also means that I need to be aggressive. I need to push and pressure their cap. Force them into unfortunate situations. Basically. That's what this amounts to. The M41 is apparently not here any longer. I don't know where he went. Hopefully, I'll not be getting him into my ass any seconds. Right? Oh, he's right there. Lucky me. And, oh, there was an IS. Who shot me in the turret? And that's gonna be very bad for him. Oh, there. I was very lucky that guy didn't shoot me. If he had, that would have been very bad. Well, this is one of the situations where the Tiger 2 really does rather well when he's not shooting into the wall at least. But hell, hey, I can forgive him because I can forgive myself, right? Alright, we should probably kill this M40, and that was quite a bit of artillery fire in there. Was that 3 shells? I think it was. All 3 artillery is currently supporting me, which is very nice. Oh, he hit the gun. I think he hit the gun, or maybe the turret on that tank. I feel a bit sorry for him. Oh, well, that's bad. And he took out my gun. I'm not going to repair it at the moment because I'm right in his face and I don't need an accurate gun. Funny how that works, right? Now, I'm going to be showing you this replay, not because how well I'm doing. I'm not doing particularly well. Well, I did decently there, but it's nothing really to write home about, right? I'm gonna be showing you this because of how I'm gonna be killed. Oh, spoiler alert, right? Well, yeah, it's a bit of a spoiler. But I'm gonna be killed, and I'm gonna be killed by 2 very, very brilliant teammates. I think they're on a team together? No, they're not. Impressive, even more impressive. I really love this. This ambush that they're setting up. Okay, let's break this down, right? I'm gonna be driving in here. My plan is to put pressure on their cap. I'm expecting that there's probably gonna be a heavy tank or something over here. Probably some tanks over here, maybe an artillery somewhere. Basically, I'm expecting enemies to be in this general vicinity, right? So I need to put my armor this way, right? Okay, I'm a bit here. And, oh, I spot this guy. After I put my gun this way and then decided it would probably be better to put my gun this way, because I was expecting enemies here, but not here. This guy has just alerted me because, oh, I need to shoot him, right? Because I have my weak armor towards him. Wait! I just got shot in the side. An AT-15 was hiding behind the rock. Who knew that that brick could be so stealthy, right? Who knew? But I'm currently in a world of shit. Because what do I do right now? This guy is gonna be making mincemeat out of me, basically. This guy is also a bit of an issue, so I decide, in my bit of a panic here, I admit, that I'm gonna be killing this guy, even though I should not have stayed in this position. And they even armor rack me, so I don't get to kill either of them. Basically, what this amounts to is that these two apparent strangers, right? Remember this. They were not even on team. They were not in a platoon together. They were just two random guys who decided to put me in a very, very awkward spot. And I panicked a bit. I'll admit that, right? I should have gone this way. Well, you can probably see it, but I should have gone this way. I should have gone behind this rock, put the rock between myself and the AT-15, and then taken out the T-34-85, and then I would at least have had a engagement on my terms against the AT-15, who was making mincemeat out of me here. And he killed me, basically, because I did not expect this guy to be over there, so I put my weak armor towards the AT-15, who then shot me, who I then pointed towards in my stupidity, really. Decided I couldn't really engage them because he has too much armor and health, so I was gonna be going after the T-34-85, but then I couldn't because I was killed, right? At that point, I was dead. There was nothing much to do. As I said, what I should have done is go over there. But I really appreciated this. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, really. Two strangers in a pincer movement. I had a choice between either getting shot at the bum of either one of them. I didn't have the option to really engage, and they were positioned in such a way that I couldn't really see either of them from back here. I would not have been able to spot either of them if they were just, well, if they were patient. They probably wouldn't have been, but still, he was all the way back here, so I couldn't see him before I was all the way over here, and I wouldn't proximity detect this guy before I was over here as well. So basically, what they forced me to was go out into the open with no real path of where I should be. Of course, as I said, I should just gone behind the rock, and then everything would probably have been fine, or at least I would have engaged. I would have killed this guy, the T-34-85, and engaged the AT-15 on my terms. But still, I thought you should see this because I was very impressed. Alright, on to the next review. On to the next replay. That's what I was trying to say. Yes. Alright, replay the second. In this match, I'm playing the WZ-131, a light tank. I didn't used to play a lot of light tanks back when I played before. I don't really know why. I just never got into them, I guess. Or maybe I just never found this little gem. I'm playing this not really as a light tank, so to say. I'm playing it as a very fast medium tank, an assault tank. A tank which you go and you put yourself right in the enemy's face and you shoot them with your actually rather decent gun that this little bugger has. Let's see, 200 damage and 159 penetration at tier 7. That's, well, for a light tank I think that's quite decent, and you can put yourself into very good positions. So the first spot is there. I decide to go over here and check what's going on behind it. An MX-3019. If it decides to kill me, I'm probably not going to be doing so fair. Well, I was very lucky there. I hit him and he didn't hit me. The Comet is going to be cheeky, but I baited the shots. Oh yeah. Well, it looks like the MX-3090 is not gonna be going after me, so I check behind me and I see that I have the entire fucking team with me, which means we need to be very, very aggressive. This match is gonna be one of those annoying clockwork matches, right? What the hell was that shot? That was awful. Well, and that was even worse. I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage out of this, but I'm probably gonna be winning as well. But so who cares really, right? Bad choice. I should have known where the undulation and the terrain were, and I should not. I should have been faster to go backwards to at least hope for him to miss me the second time there. So I lost half my health in a very spectacularly stupid fashion, but still. This is a match where we are basically just going around the clock, right? One team is going this way, the other team is going this way. What this means is that basically the first team in general that gets to the enemy cap circle is gonna be the one who wins, right? We have apparently a bit more tanks behind, so we're probably in a favorable position to begin with. Let's see if we can hit this guy, and he's dead. Well, that's bad. And we should probably not go up here, because then we'll just die from this T-28 instantly. He could most definitely one-shot in most cases. So I'm going to be using all of these tanks over here to hopefully get some fire supports, and of course all of the tanks over here, and the T-28 basically doesn't have a chance, right? Because, let's face it, it's a T-28 and that turret aren't really the fastest. He should have been faster to react to me, basically. Oh, there's some tanks over there. But, let's pause this for a second. I have two choices right now, right? I can either go over in this area, and there's probably a couple of tanks over there. In fact, I know there is because I've played the game, right? But what this will amount to is basically just go over there, kill these people, and then probably go and sit in the cap circle like a doofus, because, well, at that point, this area over here is either gonna be won or lost without my input at all, right? And that's so incredibly boring. I noticed that we are already 8-2. So, we're probably winning. Well, we are winning, right? But we're probably going to win whatever I do. Basically, what I need to do is make sure that these tanks over here doesn't overpower these tanks. And, which they're very capable of, rather. There's 2 tier 9 tanks and 2 tier 8 tanks over here. I saw an IS-3 a couple of minutes ago, and we'll probably see it again in a second. Whereas, yeah, there we go. Now, I decide not to shoot at this guy. For very, very good reason. If I had decided to shoot at the IS-3, what that would have done is alerted him to my presence, right? He doesn't expect anyone to really drive across this open field, and neither did that Lorraine 40T over there, who's apparently not even noticed me, that he could kill me quite easily at the moment. Maybe he's reloading, who knows? But if I had shot the IS-3, he would probably have noticed me. Even if I didn't hit him, right? There's not even a guaranteed damage. So, what that would have done is make him most likely go after me. Because he can probably kill me in one shot, and I am gonna be shooting them from the ass. Which they do not like. And basically, whenever people see a one-shot light tank, they're probably going to be shooting at it. Even if it would be smarter for them to go for there. Well, in this situation, it would be smart for him to go for me. And therefore, I decide not to shoot at him. I want to wait for him to fully engage these people over here and hopefully tunnel vision a bit so that I can kill them without them noticing. Oh, let's see here. Did the E-75 just... Well, I think he did. Thank you, E-75. Thank you for destroying the T-34. And this guy is probably raging at the E-75 because he thinks that it's the E-75 that's shooting him, right? So, the T-34 is already dead. I'm gonna be going after these guys over here because the I-3 is in a position where I can't really engage him very well. Oh, it looks like I hit some part of the armor there, or maybe I was just unlucky, and he was starting to turn, so I should have been faster. Well, whatever. Right? Because they're in a very, very bad position. They've basically lost already. There's not anywhere they could really go that I can't engage them. If they went behind that house, I could just move around. If they stayed in front of, well, as you can see, I could just kill them. Right? They're basically dead. This right here, the ability to move across the map and engage enemies in very unfavorable positions. This is the essence of what I love about fast tanks. So, with that, let's go to the post-game stats. Alright, and these are the post-game stats. As you can see, I earned 46,000 credits. on a light tank, right? That's kind of, I think that's kind of great. 1800 experience, non-doubled. With premium account, of course. 1200 only without. And let's see, I was actually number 1 on experience earned. Yeah. Well, I guess it's to be expected. I was the lowest tier, and I did... Well... I actually did! By 3. I did the most damage in the game. But as you can see, most of my team did very well against their not so well. So it was a bit of a stomp, but again, I really enjoy this light tank gameplay. I feel like light tanks, at least in the way I'm playing the light tank, right? As a, what should we say, a fast, very fast medium. It's not something you can do in all of the light tanks, of course, and it's probably not how they should be played, but that's how I'm playing him. I think they're more forgiving. Excuse me for saying so. I think they're more forgiving in regards to a lower experienced player, right? So if I was in a heavy tank, I would not be able to respond to situations arriving across the map. I would not have been able to make it across that field. I would have been delegated to sitting in their cap circle, boring everyone to bits, right? Because I would not be fast enough to get back to the cap while in time to respond to the threat. That's something you can do as a light tank that you can't do as a heavy tank. Of course, there's a lot of things you can't do as a light tank that you can do as a heavy tank, but I just feel like as a player that's returning to the game, who's not very, what should we say, I'm not very into the game yet. I haven't got the experience under my belt, I haven't got the experience in my fingertips yet, right? So, as someone who knows somewhat what to do, but is very dependent on the situation, it's much better for me to play the WZ-131, a light tank, a fast tank, right? Because if I'm in a slow tank, I'm just gonna be stuck somewhere because I made a bad choice to go over there to begin with. I shouldn't have been there, but I'm too slow to do anything about it. Right. Yeah. So, that's my thought about it. I made 35,000. This is not a very high damage tank, as you probably saw, but it gets the jobs done, definitely. And it's very enjoyable. I very much like playing this fast, aggressive tank. So, what's my plan with this whole bootcamp thing here? Well, the plan is that while I'm working on the World of Tanks reviews, which I have already made one of, and which you can see here on my channel, which take quite a bit longer than these small videos, while I'm making that in the background, I'll be putting up these every other day or so, just to keep you entertained and to own my own skills, you know? I need to get better again. I need to become a unicum or something along those lines. That's maybe not gonna happen, who knows. We'll see, right? But the short of the... well, what am I even saying here? The short end of the stick, or whatever, the English proverb is, I don't know, is that I'm gonna be playing these tanks a lot, because I want to get good, right? So, I'll be showing you some of the more interesting matches. I'm not saying it's gonna teach you quite a lot. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. At least, I hope you'll be enjoyed. You'll find them enjoyable, and you'll indulge me. That looks very tight, that space I just noticed. Maybe this tank's bigger than I thought? No, I don't think it is. That looks very small. Are these gnome steps? If this is normal, this looks ridiculous. Well, who cares, right? Well, I hope... I get distracted easily, sorry. I hope you enjoyed watching me fool around in a couple of matches, and I hope you'll come back tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, whenever I put another one up, right? Well, if you did enjoy, I hope you'll vote, comment, and subscribe, or a combination of the threes, maybe, who knows? Either way, I hope you'll have a nice time, and I'll see you again at some point.